Hey, folks, good morning and welcome to another episode of Steelers Morning Rush. I'm Alan Saunders, and it is Friday, November 29th. The Pittsburgh Steelers are wrapping up their week of preparation for the Cincinnati Bengals, back with another practice on the south side. I'll be there for SteelersNow.com in a little bit. And it is Russell Wilson's birthday, so happy to Russell Wilson. We share one, actually, so there you go. And it's usually the day where I talk about my big matchup for the game ahead. And I really think this one is appropriate, not just for the game ahead, but also talking about the way things have been going for the Pittsburgh Steelers recently. The Cincinnati Bengals, you don't need me to tell you, have two outstanding wide receivers in Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. I know Higgins has been banged up for most of this year, but he is healthy now, and they have one of the best quarterbacks in the league in Joe Burrow to get them the ball. They are an elite passing threat when they are healthy, and this game is going to be no exception. The Steelers have two pretty good corners in Dante Jackson and Joey Porter Jr. I think they like what they've been getting out of those guys, but they're going to have to give those corners help. You just cannot throw dudes, Higgins and Chase, send them off and say, good luck. We're all counting on you. You got to give them help. And the help is probably going to come in the form of Steelers free safety Minkah Fitzpatrick, who is like not having his best year, but his lack of play has probably been way overstated, if that makes any sense. The Steelers have been playing a ton of cover three. And in cover three, Minkah stays right in the middle of the field. He's just a center field safety. He just collects what comes to him. And what's been coming to him has not been getting the ball. Teams are throwing deep middle of the field against the Steelers, among the lowest in the entire NFL. If you look at the heat map of where teams are throwing against the Steelers, there's an iceberg in that heat map. There is just a big empty spot where nobody is throwing at Minkah Fitzpatrick. Now, he's not getting any splash plays because no one's throwing the ball there. And interestingly enough, when the Steelers have tried to move him around, when they've tried to do some different things, he's not, like I said, he's not having his best year. He got beat by like Jordan Akins in man coverage last week. That's like Cleveland's, I guess he's the second string tight end. He's not very good, I'll tell you that. Like that just shouldn't happen for a player of Minkah's caliber. And so the Steelers are playing this cover three at a really high level, the highest rate in the entire league, around 45% of the time they're in cover three. And so, like, you know, they're giving a static look to the opposing quarterback. He's lining up, he's seeing Minkah's in the middle of the field, middle of the field closed, don't throw it to the middle of the field, everything is going somewhere else. It's working for the team. Like, you can't say, oh, this is because of Terrell Austin, because the Steelers are just not doing enough to put Minkah in their the best place to make a play. Well, they're not, but so what? Terrell Austin is not the make Minkah Fitzpatrick splash coordinator. He's the Steelers defensive coordinator, and the Steelers defense is fourth in the league in scoring and doing very, very well. So like, it's hard to say that they should be doing something differently just because Minkah isn't getting splashed. The thing I would like to see is a little bit more consistent man coverage for Minkah. That's never been his thing, but if they want to move him in different areas, if they want to try to move him around the defense and get him some more splash, that's what is going to have to happen. And so far it hasn't happened. This game, I don't think they should want to move him, although maybe they want to play more cover two, just so you'd be able to help both of those guys on the outside. Or quarters or something like that. I don't know. But if Minkah sits in the middle of the field and those two guys are in one-on-one matchups and Burrow's just able to pick which one-on-one matchup he wants to exploit, it could be a long day for the Steelers defense because he's one of the best at it, and those two guys are really, really good. I don't think it's an understatement to say this entire game goes by how the Steelers are able to deal with the Bengals' deep passing attack. Certainly, Chase Brown is a good running back. Certainly, Gesicki is a talented tight end. But the Bengals, and they have some good players on their defense. Trey Hendrickson, I believe, should be a strong contender for Defensive Player of the Year. They've got really good linebackers and Pratt and Wilson and Keem Davis-Gaither. And I think they're not playing as well as their talent is, but the one big hurdle is how do you keep 1-5 from beating you all by themselves? And I think Minkah Fitzpatrick's going to have to be a big part of that. If the Steelers come out of this game and Minkah Fitzpatrick doesn't have any splash plays, but neither do 1-5, That is a big win for the Steelers. It is not about splash when you're a safety. It is about keeping the other team. It is called a safety. It is about keeping the other team from doing that. If the Steelers can do that to the Cincinnati Bengals, it'll be an easy victory. I'll give my full matchup breakdown and my prediction for this game on Steelers Afternoon Drive with myself, Smitty, and I believe DB is joining us as well. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications here on the YouTube channel so you don't miss an episode of Morning Rush Afternoon Drive. There will also be some sights and sounds from practice in between there. And make sure you head over to SteelersNow.com to check out all the written content as well. Till next time, that's it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and enjoy.